The second and final debate is now in the books. It was not as chaotic, but still had plenty of fireworks. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports from Nashville on the critical night for the race to the White House.
President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden facing off for their second and final debate. 90 minutes focused on 6 main topics. The first, the coronavirus pandemic, which has killed more than 220,000 Americans.
We have a vaccine that's coming. It's ready. It's going to be announced within weeks.
Is that a guarantee?
No, it's not a guarantee, but it will be by the end of the year.
This is the same fellow who told you this is going to end by Easter last time. This is the same fellow who told you that, don't worry, we're going to end this by the summer. He has no clear plan.
The candidates then moving to more personal attacks.
You were getting a lot of money from Russia. They were paying you a lot of money, and they probably still are.
I have not taken a penny from any foreign source ever in my life. We learned that this president paid 50 times the tax in China, has a secret bank account with China, does business in China, and in fact is talking about me taking money.
His son didn't have a job for a long time. As soon as he became vice president, Burisma, not the best reputation in the world. I hear they paid him $183,000 a month.
No basis for that. Everybody investigated that. No one said anything he did was wrong in Ukraine.
This debate a contrast to the last, with contentious but far less chaotic exchanges.
We have to provide health insurance for people at an affordable rate, and that's what I do.
He was now there as vice president for 8 years, and it's not like it was 25 years ago. It was 3 3/4. It was just a little while ago, right? Less than 4 years ago. He didn't do anything. He didn't do it. He wants socialized medicine.
He thinks he's running against somebody else. This is the guy who's tried to cut Medicare.
And now with the debate behind them, it is the sprint to the finish line. President Trump pledging to hold multiple rallies every day between now and November 3rd. He'll travel to Florida tomorrow, where former President Barack Obama will be this weekend, stumping for his former VP. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Nashville.
And our 10 News reporter Anthony Pura spoke with a political expert to break down the debate.
I spoke with Dr. Kira Green with the Center on Policy Initiatives. I asked her what each candidate needed to do tonight and what moments stood out to her.
Thank you, and I appreciate it.
In the final presidential debate between President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden, Dr. Kira Green felt President Trump needed to show he could be under control and offer specific plans.
I think he succeeded on the first point. He was more under control, seemed more presidential, but I'm not sure he really did himself big favors by bringing something fundamentally new to voters.
As for Joe Biden,
stay in control of the facts, give people a sense that there was going to be a return to calm and normalcy, that he could handle this job. I think he did a pretty good job on that.
When the debate questions moved towards the issue of climate change and the environment, both candidates' responses stood out to her.
I'm not used to the president really going into a large array of facts, really having a theme and following all the way through. And I thought that that might be difficult for him at that point in the debate where there had been so many personal attacks, but he did present a case around his vision around climate and climate change.
In addition, Biden said he wanted to transition away from the oil industry.
We'll see him tomorrow, trying to give a clear through line about what that means, because certainly the president focused on that answer, the surprising clear statement that President Biden would be working to phase out the oil industry.
And with less than 2 weeks to Election Day, Dr. Green says at this point, it's more about motivating voters instead of swaying the undecided ones.
They're not swaying opinions about themselves. What they're swaying is whether or not people are going to make the effort to go vote, and especially in those places where voting is difficult.
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.